least he died with honor, even though I would to love to kill the one who killed him, but I will distrain myself for now. But peace talks are needed at this point if this Sterling is profiting and not only getting weapons like this, but also seems to attack a keeper, then yes.
Now, understand, Velos, that this war started not because of Sterling. He's been around, but this war started because Noctum attacked us in Dunley, and we've been fighting for our own reasons for a long time. However, it is true that the recent break in the ceasefire is because of, as far as we can tell, Sterling Acquisitions, who has a profit motive to us continuing to fight, and who wants witch dust, traces of which were found at the bombing site.
Well, if you want to have a good position in the peace talks, it would be probably best to convince Noctum for, how about, a temporary alliance to destroy Sterling Acquisitions before they become an actual problem for the ley lines or, well, everything in Valdoran.
We do make it our business, fellows, to take care of the ley lines. Axiom's veins are life, and as such.
Please, no weapons in here. Okay.
Hello, Cornelius.
I mean, this is my establishment, so...
Yeah, you do kind of work here, I suppose.
You have a, you have a good reason for this. I'm very sorry. Still.
I'm not gonna try and hurt either of these two, so
This tavern, it always has and always will be neutral ground, so...
Thank you.
Yes, I wrote to check about the neutrality stance before I came here for some socialization purposes.
Yes, the last...
I didn't come here to talk about war. It's
Yeah,
just,
the last time I came here, the last time I came to a tavern that I thought was neutral, I got my throat ripped, so I'm grateful that
That's what you need to write first.
Yeah, I really,
None of that here.
Thank you.
yeah, we're truly neutral here, and I mean,
I mean,
Karina, you know where I stand on certain things, so...
I know. I know that, you wear the armor, but you do have a, well, I don't know, a heart of gold about you or whatever.
I gave the armor away.
Did you?
No?
That is fancy armor. I don't think I've seen that on either.
Oh, it
What
is
that?
really fancy armor, but while I sided with Noctum in this war, I'm a Darkwood first and foremost. And I shall be dressing as a Darkwood. And the one I gave the armor, I believe, deserves it far more than I do if it comes to service. And I don't wish to engage in this war anymore.
No, I mean, that's fair enough.
Well, if you seek an end to the bloodshed...
Ghost rat!
Oh, hello.
Ghost
Here,
rat.
here.
Velos, if you and your house seek an end to the bloodshed, I recommend making such note in all. The more
Yes.
of their ranks who say they do not wish to continue fighting, the more inclined they will be to peace talks with us.
Yes, we are.
As much as I would love to do that, I'm unsure if I hold any authority of the decisions of the others.
Decisions,
It is
it's not a
less-
matter of
it is-
authority.
Yes, it's not a matter of the authority of the decision. The feelings of everyone, the rank and file, if they make a decision that goes against what all of you have vocally said that you want in this matter, then, well, that will certainly say a certain something.
I believe as the people that wish for the stop of bloodshed is getting higher and higher, but I have a distinct feeling that many, even of the sides of Nocturne, are wishing to end the unneeded bloodshed. There's been more than enough blood. I can make slowly, of course, let's say, trying to convince them subtly about it. But you do have to understand, even though with attention, if I make my position open too much, it might become... What in the...
It's happening again. What is that?
It happens.
Happening what?
It happens when you cast a lot of magic. Or at least it does
What?
for me.
I don't don't think I've ever seen that happen before until now.
Where's that arena of yours? Is it up here? I mean, I can show you.
It's all the way up there.
Alright, so...
You lot have good luck with that. I'm gonna go.
Take
I
it.
hope that was an illusion.
Fishbone, do you,
I hope that was an illusion.
I don't know. Fishbone, do you,
I'll
like,
probably be back. Huh?
want some fish or some food, like a drink or something? It is a bar.
Oh. Oh, no. I was given.
I saw this
I got
once
I got
and I
given some
hated
by
it.
Gale.
Oh, okay.
I just have a lot of stuff that I managed to, legally obtain from the bandits. That,
Oh,
uh,
excellent.
those
Now,
two
give us
you know, all I can say
Mm,
is
just
that, carry on, and I like your hair. Have fun.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
Alright, but to answer your question, Juniper, when I cast a lot of magic, it does, you know, I mean, it's a little hard to tell because I'm already a bit purple, but
Oh.
it just sort of starts to happen. There's a-
See, I've never seen. Ooh. I've never had that happen to me before.
Dorian? Dorian, what did I do? Dorian, what did I do? It's gone.
Alright,
It's
it's
gone.
fine.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
No,
Dorian, Dorian, it's okay. Just breathe. Breathe. Dorian,
I wanna see
Dorian,
if it happens
breathe.
again. Hold on.
Breathe.
No,
Breathe.
no, I'm going to try something real quick. This is
Okay.
going. I have to be quiet for this.
Okay.
Now the defense is done.
I should probably should do the same, honestly, but I'm gonna use a room upstairs.
Hold on. Wait for them to leave the doorway.
Like you would hurt us?
Well,
Are you trying?
it's about
Are
the
you
principle.
playing catch with a ghost?
Yes, look, it loves it.
Oh, except for the moment that it just looks like one of these big Specmen. It's, I mean, fine, but okay, it's not the strangest part I saw this entire cycle. Oh, I saw running bookshelves. Okay, I mean,
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
please don't do this on me. Please don't do this on me. Please don't. No.
Alright, I tried something.
Oh god. Dorian, what did you do? I missed it.
I tried something.
Oh goodness.
What have you tried?
Anyway, I'm gonna go quickly change.
Alright. Nothing seems to be happening. I'm getting no response.
Dorian?
Maybe it's just the fact. Okay. You know, if there's something going on with, you know,
So it shall be.
okay. Yes, if there's something going on with, you know, entropy, I would be able to sense them through the bonds if I poked and tried. There is nothing there. It's an illusion or
Okay.
something.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Wasn't the... Just a question. Why does it have this strange glow as the Oasis spirit? Or is this just a coincidence?
And it's okay.
Oh, it's thirsty.
And it's okay.
The red translucent.
Does it only chase spears, or does it chase
It likes
other things as well?
blue. It likes blue things.
That's blue.
So if I do that, it's not gonna chase that. Oh, that's a shame. Hold on.
Well, I would love to...
It likes
What about?
the ghost rock. Yes, it likes that.
Oh, it does like that.
Yes, it likes
Okay,
ghost
that just
rooms
gave
and
me-
spectral.
Oh. I feel like my heart is beating out of my chest
I
right
know,
now.
I
I'm
know,
absolutely
I know,
hating
Dorian.
that.
It's like the
I-
potion. Do you remember the potion that one time?
Don't talk about the potion.
I'm sorry.
I almost cried.
I know.
Oh.
Ow.
I'm so sorry.
I've had worse. Thank you.
I'll stand and take turns at the door.
There was this one time, Karina made a potion, and something about, like, after she drank the potion, the way that it interacted with her magic.
Oh no! What did it do? Why Why is it happening again? Why is it happening again? Oh, make it stop.
It was 2 cycles ago, both due to
Okay.
Valemia's potions. I feel
Okay.
that.
Oh, well, okay, so the result of the potion, that kind of made,
Dude, like
is it
spectral
made a, it made a glow as if, as one would whenever they were encased, and I got so upset, I almost started crying. It was awful.
I hate this encased glow, honestly.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh
Please tell me
god.
this is not the same thing that happened 200 years ago, isn't it?
it is. I reached out through the bond. There is nothing there. It is clearly some sort of illusion or something.
Good, because the last thing I want is another hyphae knocking on my door.
Yes, that's also the last thing I want.
Oh god.
It's just, it likes fear. We did hear from it earlier that it likes fear, so it's probably scaring us on purpose.
Oh god.
There you go, you can have that.
It figured out what the scariest thing to so many of us were.
Hello there.
Goodness gracious.
What is happening? Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's like a little mimic.
I mean, it's no weirder than the sense of horror I had earlier.
Yes.
Oh yes, we all felt
Does
that.
anybody
It was very
know what it was? I
don't know.
suddenly felt a cold shiver on my spine.
Collective fear. Valdoran itself is scared.
Yeah, is it gonna do it again? Let's see.
I hate that.
Not that time. I wonder if I do a crimson beam, will it mimic that? Oh my goodness, I'm very glad I did not do that. Right?
Oh. That was about to be very bad.
Hello, the bell. You might want to get out of the
Probably a
way.
smart idea.
Okay, okay.
There is something very funny about doing it out the front door, but...
Alright, I want to see if the rat will copy it. Alright, everyone here? Everyone ready? Dorian?
Ready?
I believe in the words of somebody, crimson beam.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
What about this one? You like this thing? Not so much. You might like this. Hold on. Do you like these? Ooh. Sparkly. Ooh. You're so talented.
As you wish.
You're very good at this.
Alright, I'm gonna do the thing again. I wonder.
Intent of ill will, then I will happily close the doors and murder you myself.
Oh, no, you have a good point for that.
It's perhaps not murder bellows, to be fair.
It's
Only-
establishment that's neutral.
Only within the ring. That's how it goes.
And maybe not like murder within the ring either.
Well, if you want to
As long as he
spar.
doesn't go around smacking people with ill will outside of the ring. If he does that, then it's another story.
Can I smack the rat?
No!
I mean, you make it sound like I can. This beak is out of.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my point
Well-
exactly. Don't smack the rat.
Sadly, I don't think I can do anything to stop the rat.
Zrat, in Zrat's words, the rat could be banned, but there's no way a rat like
Wait
this.
a moment. Wait a goddamn moment.
That is a post.
Is that Raticus?
What the hell is a radicus?
Oh no.
Seems confused.
I was.
Okay, it's not Raticus.
I was.
Oh shit, I almost died.
I mean, there is the rat overlord running around, so, you know, there's still that problem.
What? What is it? You know. Never mind.
I wish I had an answer for that one either. Sadly, I don't.
Cornelius,
Some
I saw a
eldritch being
bookshelf fighting Lothric today. Believe me, I saw everything.
A bookshelf.
Fighting Lothric next to
Are you
Dr.
sure
Henry
you haven't been
Backroom.
hit on?
I don't want this red.
Oh dear goodness. It feels very odd to try and strike at some rats.
Because it's... well, was rather... I don't know, it was like a... That's god? I would just go around tormenting Kindred 100 years ago.
Wait, there was a report from Oros that a meteorite got stolen by vermin. Was that Raticus?
Yes.
He was making 2 pages of making fun that they lost an artifact to a rat.
Yes.
I mean, Oros was an idiot, but still.
Raticus was not just a rat. He would just eat you whole in just one bite.
Listen,
And then you would be spat being just a regular rat, and you cannot shapeshift at all or do anything.
I mean,
It is kind of
Fly
funny.
around, brethren.
You say that until.
I know Oros was an idiot, but you know what? Fine. I just accept. I accept this at this point.
Yeah, Raticus was... Yes.
I do kind of want to see how bad it hurts.
Oh, it probably hurts pretty bad.
Ow! Oh god.
Well, you tell me. I was overgrown after just one bite.
I feel like I have the tiniest sliver of my vitality left. Ow.
Oh, that's great fun.
Goodness.
The tiny little crown on the rat is interesting.
This way.
Karina, you might need to adjust your...
I tried. Is it not working? I'll take
I
a
mean-
quick nap.
Oh.
I
Like,
am-
Behold.
Is it working again?
Great.
Great! So the rat can kill me, but I'm not allowed to defend myself?
You should really,
You're allowed to defend yourself. I just don't think it's gonna go well.
I don't think you're
you
in
can
a...
certainly try.
How do I hit a translucent being without magic?
I think you don't.
Great!
Are you sure that is not Raticus? Because it's acting like Raticus used to act.
As at the current moment, I will just be happy if that thing is not trying to kill me.
Well, it does enjoy chasing people who are scared of it, so you're kind of feeding into its...
I have every reason to be scared of this thing.
Well, I warned you, I guess.
Alright, okay. Let me trust the process. Let me trust the process for a moment. If I'm going to fly to the moon because of this thing pushing me into the sky,
Hello.
See, you're not scared anymore, so.
I can't. I'm not going to make a comment about this. Because you say this, but I'm terrified.
Well, don't say that.
I mean, I was murdered by the rat overlord multiple times, and I'm still fine.
I serve a snake god. I'm running away from a rat.
That
So
sounds
doesn't
like
that
a
mean you
Oh?
should
problem.
the rat?
Oh,
Oh, Huh.
you're a very
Imagine
good
a
little
snake.
mimic.
I imagine Snake God would be too happy with its followers being scared of the things rats or snakes typically eat.
Yes, that is the first problem that I have in this entire situation.
Dorian?
It's doing.
Dorian!
I know,
And Dorian.
I know.
Dorian. Okay, we're good.
I'm being very purposely not afraid.
Okay, I believe we can make 100% sure that
Then
this
it
is
was
not a normal
what
rat.
doing.
Well,
It's definitely
obviously
not a
it's not a
normal
normal rat. Ah, yes. Do the thing. Do the thing.
Okay, well, Dr. Karina is trying to summon the apocalypse, apparently, while sleeping.
I'm not. What? I'm
just hanging
doing no
out.
such thing.
You're being silly. That's what you're being.
You're right, I am.
In the... Okay, you know what, No.
Fellas, I've learned a
I'm
long
just-
time ago to stop asking questions
I
and
would
keep
have
that
one.
things here are weird.
Just one.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Ooh. That's powerful, that pose.
Actually, no, the answer
Just,
is positive.
you just have to strike a pose. It's important.
And now I'm getting insulted by a rat.
There he goes.
Dorian, you should strike a pose.
I'm striking pose every day of my life. I don't need to do anything special.
Alright, well, you're just so flamboyant.
So your morning routine is striking poses.
Yes.
Jibber, I'm gonna get sick again.
Oh, you know,
Then stop.
Dorian,
But it's
do I
too
look
fun.
good with the claws?
I can't help you if you don't stop. I don't think I can help you if you do stop. I can give you trippy trims to make it worse.
No, thank you.
What is happening?
I don't know.
We all
It's
seem
fun.
to be just striking poses.
Okay,
You
so
okay?
how do I help you now?
I was spinning a lot again.
No, that's your
Do I have to scream or weapons or something or?
little rat.
You just poke them.
Little rat over here.
Ah, hello.
Little gift.
Hello.
Take it.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
You're still striking the pose.
You know what, LaBelle? I'm not even
My
mad.
muscles are getting
I'm
tired.
just confused. I'm just very confused.
That is a ghost rat of doom and destruction or friendliness. It kind of depends on
Oh
how
yeah,
you treat
Alarico,
it.
please don't insult it. It killed me with one strike.
It almost.
What do you
I
mean?
think it's a
I was on
good
the ground.
sign.
No, it almost got me in one strike.
I think the rat is a good sign.
Being able to kill us with one hit, you consider a good sign.
So, the reason why beings such as these are only able to exist in times of magic, that, there is such a being up and about, running around, it is a good sign. It is a sign that Axiom is happy and healthy. Even if it's a little scary sometimes.
Why are you? Oh, of course. Could you please not caging yourself out, Alarico, again? So, how long can a fae spin without, dying?
That's a good question.
I kinda want to see where this is going, but I also don't want Lebel to suffer.
I'm sure she's fine. Oh,
I don't see her anymore, so...
Well done, well done.
hello there.
It's very good at digging through floors. Oh, be careful.
Oh, there it is again.
Hello, little rat.
Oh, sorry.
You land a bit too rough.
I'll have it.
I didn't know what that one did.
Okay.
Rat, I have a gift for you.
I mean, it's very nice that there's a rat
Don't know
and
if you
it
can
is
use it.
helping Axiom, but like, still, what is it doing here?
Behold.
It's
Well,
a good friend. I don't know.
It's a good
I
friend.
don't know if the rat is helping Axiom, but the rat is a good sign that Axiom is healthy.
It means magic's in the world and magic's doing well.
Exactly.
It was also helping move furniture earlier, so I think it's a good rat.
A distinct
Oh.
feeling that magic hates me at this point.
How was your date?
What?
Relax.
Oh my god.
Who do people think I'm dating now?
I just saw you with
Well-
Tyre after the thing that.
Can I not hang out with men without people thinking I'm dating them?
No, I mean I can't hang around Valerian without people think we're a thing.
Well, you were laying on each other's laps earlier.
Okay, look, recently it's a different scenario.
Oh,
Oh,
so
no,
so
no,
so so
no,
wait. So you weren't a thing, but now you are a thing, or you
Not
are a thing,
exactly.
but you're not a thing.
We're
my
like
goodness.
a thing-ish, thing adjacent.
Okay, you're gonna really have to elaborate on that one.
This is crazy.
I like him and I enjoy showing affection for him, but we haven't had the conversation of where we wish to be as partners.
Oh, I see. I see.
Just kind of doing whatever.
It was kind of unclear, given that last couple of sentences, so thank you. I don't know. Dorian, how many times have people, like, thought that you and Lady Thanavi were a thing? I feel like it's a lot now.
I kind of want to cut off the frog's tongue.
Don't do that.
We are absolutely not a thing. I don't know where people get that idea from. It is. We are best friends. Best friends.
People see me hanging out with Nazir and they think we're dating. People see me hanging out with Dior and they think we're dating.
Well, you and Nasir are definitely dating. You two are
People,
even engaged.
you see me hang out with Gale and you think we're dating.
Yeah.
No, okay,
I'm
let's
not
be
dating
very
Nasir.
clear with
Can
you
I
and Gale.
exist?
You and Gale's situation is incredibly similar to mine and Valerian's, where we get accused of being a thing.
What does that mean?
Seat.
So you're saying Gale is single?
Gale is very much single.
Oh, I think
Interesting.
she has more suitors than I do, apparently.
Have fun.
Yeah, you're not wrong from what I've been seeing.
Not that I even have any suitors, I just have accusations.
This is why I put out the Wavegate posting.
I don't need those. I don't need suitors.
Somebody did. Who was it? Who was it that asked about that when we were in Mortium?
Somebody asked you about it?
Yeah, they asked it. Oh, what the fuck? How did they put it? Did your sigil mate find love or something along those lines?
Oh god.
don't.
Well, Alarico did find love, at least.
Midnight Green.
Oh, rest well.
Take care.
Alarico, just
Bye-bye.
Oh,
don't
wow,
cage Kaylin
Alarico.
again for multiple turns if you can, please.
Sorry,
I'm
when did
trying-
I mean,
Alarico,
or do.
when did Alarico ever cage Kaylin for the first time? I feel like I missed something here.
He left the door closed and I didn't have keys, but it was fine.
Oh.
I had spirits to tend to, and
Yeah,
He's
and I
warm,
burst into
so-
the room and suddenly I saw these two sleeping.
Next time use the stockade. It's much more fun.
I'm sorry.
mhm.
I'm sorry.
Ignore him.
He has the nickname Loverboy as far as I heard.
What?
Wait, who does?
Who?
Alarico.
Oh.
Well, he had it.
I was gonna say, when did I develop this nickname? That's one I hadn't heard before.
What a life.
But I can inform you, he apparently only has one love. Well, only one.
I
that
like the word
know of.
apparently in there.
I can't confirm it because I'm not going to dabble into his love life.
Velas, shut the fuck up. Thank you, Velas.
Good.
Dorian, do you want a chair?
I would like a circle, please.
Here, let me see what I
Circle?
can.
Oh.
I can't give you a circle, but I
There's
can tell
one
you
in
what
the
I-
arena you can sit in.
Someone said circle.
Yes, but that would be very far away.
This is a circle.
That is a circle.
Would it be too much to ask that it's purple?
It would not.
I'm going to take this one home and then I'll be back because this looks like fun.
Take care. See you soon.
There's a whole mess of time ratings in that statement.
Do take care. Oh, yes.
She just does that. It's okay.
But yes, I suppose while we're here, do we want to talk business or silly things?
I mean, I don't care either way.
I think the silly things are more fun right now because apparently on the non-silly things there's peace talks that we didn't get told about. I don't know, that's kind of weird. And so
Apparently there were neutral talks and not peace
Yeah.
talks according to
and
the Wake This is
who
what I'm getting.
knows? I don't know. But the point stands that Dorian and I, as the people who should know, don't know. So it has nothing to do with us. Regardless.
90% of what I say gets ignored, so I can't be any help.
Yes, if I say the wrong thing, people write home about it and it'll end up on the waygates. It's ridiculous. Because people see us as part of a very scary cult. We're ooh, so scary. I don't know.
Well, I think there might have just been a big misunderstanding that fueled Bela's post on the Waygate saying, oh, how could they attack during peace talks when there were no peace talks? There isn't a ceasefire yet. Not that I'm against a ceasefire or peace talks. And I don't know if you were here whenever I was saying this to Velos, but I think the more people who are in Noctum who let them know that they want an end to the bloodshed, the better it will be whenever said is negotiated. Yes?
It will be tough getting both sides on the table and willing to agree. However, as strange as it sounds, I believe the current threat that Sterling Acquisition holds might be a good starting point for that.
Yes,
How do I
I
say
do.
this?
So-
Enemy of my enemy is my friend for now.
To be fair, I think you have less problems with the leaders trying to find peace as you do the soldiers underneath them.
I'm not that sure, but I'm pretty sure Ulrich is very determined.
Excuse me, someone wants to come and have fun with us. What is the name of this establishment, if I may ask?
Midnight Macabre.
Sorry, what?
Midnight Macabre.
Alright, thank you.
That's it. Ulrich, I think, enjoys fighting in general, but Eleanor is, well, a little more sensible than some other things, but I think mostly it's the soldier issues at this point.
Well,
Hello, Nox.
Am I interrupting
if
something?
No,
if
no, no.
Mina is able to
Oh, okay.
heal Zell, then I believe Eleanor will be 100% convinced, and with that Ulrich will probably also join. However,
So, okay. So here's the situation with that. I suppose I've already provided my genuine advice, as well as my documentation, to Izel. Naturally, Izel doesn't want me anywhere near their core, which is fine. But they did do an inspection of Hannah's core, who I performed the ritual on. And they were satisfied with the work and that it was actually healed. So it works very well. Interestingly enough, Izel's core is quite similar to Hannah's.
I have a, let's say, very daring proposition for that. I believe one major problem that Izel maybe sees for that core repair is the location of it. But as far as I see, it is not entirely needed to be the spire, just a place of high magical concentration. Is that right?
Say once more, Velos.
The spire might be the problem for her. How do I say? Not being willing to.
No, it's because it's me and she doesn't want me anywhere near her core. The reason that we did it in the spire as opposed to anywhere else is because it's the best ritual space that we as the cult have access to. That's where the reasoning started and ended.
How would the situation change if the ritual would be performed in Dragon's Castle instead?
It wouldn't. The ritual isn't really dependent upon the location. It's just important that you set up the material components appropriately. Having a conducive ritual space is helpful for channeling magic, but ultimately it's more of a case of the caster's individual finesse, and as well as the battery of foci you have to draw from than anything.
Oh, I'm aware of this, but
also-
I'm meaning more of the decision of that Izel maybe feel more safe if it's in that position instead of, well, in your home.
It's not the location or the ritual that's the problem for Giselle, it's the person doing it.
So we need someone
Yes,
else.
yes, and the documentation for how to do the, core repair was fully released to the public. It is not something that we wish to keep behind lock and key, as there are many in these lands with such damage from both conflicts long ago and recent, wars. It is a medical breakthrough. It isn't something that we have any right to hold over others' heads.
Yes, it was never my intention to hold on to it and keep it as some secret ritual that only we have access to if you but join our number. No, my intention was to share it because there's a lot of people both in Varder and out of it that would really benefit from this, both now and in the future, all around the world even. And it wasn't something that, and this is a bit morbid, but in the case that the worst comes to worst, it wasn't something that I wanted to die with me if things don't go well for us. But, well, hopefully that won't be an issue. Regardless, I wanted to make sure that everyone knew, because it's medical research, it's not war technology.
And so, Izel has everything they need to, gather together ritualists and
people who understand the documentation and doctors, if there are those within Noctum who study the texts and feel that they have an understanding, they can perform said, well, ritual themselves. It is, well, although Karina made an offer to assist, it is understandable that Isa would refuse. And, well, we are not going to force the issue.
Yes, Izel put it in pretty uncertain terms that I was never going to be anywhere near their core, and I was like, alright, I have no issue in agreeing to that.
How do we push this ceasefire?
Do you want me to be completely honest with you, Willis?
Of
You
course.
can't.
Go ahead. Yes, I'm
There's
no,
quite literally nothing we can do that's going to push forward the ceasefire.
I mean, you can't blame me for trying to find a way.
I don't. I mean,
Have you told Noctum that you want one?
the amount of times I have gone against Noctum's wishes and healed soldiers of both sides in battle, it doesn't matter what I say.
I believe the last decision was, well, yes. Heinrich.
Hello.
Yes?
Regardless, it's hard to convince a side who feel they're winning a war to give up on the war and go to peace talks.
Yes, and this is why, and this is something that Dorian and I understand, when anyone in a war, us or Noctum, has previously come to ceasefire talks, it's often, well, when we're at an advantageous position to do so. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about our position as, you know, information is power, but it's just a consideration in our mind and in their minds, your minds, as for when it's on the table to move to ceasefires. Everything's a political move.
Don't get me wrong, I would love for nothing more than this war to be over and peace come over Badoran. I'm strictly speaking from the stance that if Noctum believes it's winning, why would it ever agree to a ceasefire?
The only thing that I could see potentially swaying their direction is the vocality of those within Noctum that they also want a ceasefire. Which is why I keep saying it, even though you keep saying that, oh, it doesn't matter what I say. Sometimes, and there are those within Noctum who are quite loud in their desire for blood. If you are quite loud in your desire for, well, the ceasing of such bloodshed. And then perhaps it'll cancel each other out, and they won't feel the same level of pressure to capitulate to the demands of those who seek only violence in this, well, conflict.
Mind if I give a thought as to how you can make Noctum a bit more pliant to the thought?
I will hear you out.
Tell yours to stay out of Mortium while this is all going on. I understand that you need supplies, yes? I get that. But just this cycle, we've had to chase 3 of yours out. I know that 2 of them had their throat ripped. Mind you, I had nothing to do with that, but it doesn't change that it puts us on high alert. We were attacked again. Last cycle, who we assume, as I sent you a missive, Karina, had Yasod try to break in 3 different times. It's... If we feel like we're continuing to be attacked, we're going to stay on the defensive and thus not have any interest to ceasefire. Also, the cult makes a very good point as to telling everyone publicly that there's an, who is under you, is to strictly stay out of Mortium until further notice. Then we will have a bit more. It'll be easier to taste the idea of asking for a ceasefire.
Also, it would be way easier to ask for a ceasefire if the undead that go to Mortion would not go straight for the village. And my patrols have sighted them there the most. And, you know, it's a village, not a fortress or anything like that.
I have to say the actions of the Cult of the Damned are not helping the entire ordeal with the amount of undead getting summoned.
Yes, we are at the Cult of Decay, we are not the Cult of the Damned. The Cult of the Damned has always been more... I don't know, Dorian, would you agree with this assessment? They've always been more brutal about things, they've always been more forceful.
Yes, they are. So, a small history lesson. The Cult of the Damned and, well, Mortium have been at conflict for a long time. Perhaps even longer than this war, honestly. It is, well, how do I put it? They are both entrenched powers within Valdoran, and whenever the war truly broke out, the Cult of Decay wasn't even in existence. The Cult of Decay, we arrived later and found fellowship in Axiom with the Cult of the Damned, and, well, given our comparatively small number and the fact that we aren't necessarily fighters, although we can fight, it is, well, it was sensible for us to seek allyship with those of Axiom and, well, work together in this case. However, we are still very distinct entities. We are still... I often go by a mantra of...
Oh
dear. All right?
I believe so. If here this is Pasiphae, who is blind.
That's my aunt. I know her voice. Yeah, where are you?
Oh dear.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, there you are, Pasiphae.
How has this happened?
I fall off things a lot.
That's okay.
Is everything alright out here?
It's simply a horse bucking them off into a...
Oh goodness, into a hedge, it seemed.
Oh my
I was worried
goodness.
there for a
Stop
moment.
doing this.
Never.
Oh, thank you.
Auntie, did you bring some mushrooms?
Anyway, I'm going to return to the conversation upstairs.
Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
Hear from any sort of mouth.
Oh, I believe that I know that. My patron is talking with me just in riddles.
So, as what I was going to say is that a common mantra of mine is, well, has been historically, Cult of the Damned business is Cult of the Damned business. We don't interfere with their rituals, they don't interfere with ours. We work together on many things, but we are still distinct entities that have our own ways of moving through the world.
And yet, the thing is that everybody considers them a part of Axiom. Thus, it is your problem how they interact with Noct. Because they're acting to affect.
I do not disagree with that. I am simply giving a bit of a history lesson, I suppose.
Which is fair and fine. But I want to... That, sadly, at this point, won't help us, will it? People are passing away that they want to listen. Well, some of us, obviously, are willing to listen. The reality of the situation is that the throat ripping, the constant invasions into Mortium, the whatever, so be it, right? Whatever is happening, it's getting to a point that ceasefire is not within the cards when active assaults are still being taken.
Dorian and I can discuss on the matter of advising our own to stay out of Mortium for the time being. My personal thoughts on the matter are that if they do go in there, it risks further bloodshed on both sides. You have the threat of losing soldiers, I have the threat of losing family. It's not something I like, nor something I enjoy.
I don't think you'll, we consider, there's certain ones within ranks we consider family as well, right? It's the same on both sides. I mean, the whole reason for the original ceasefire was because there was too much loss on both sides, yes?
It is more complicated than that. Dorian, do you want to speak on it?
So, there was an agreement to come to ceasefire talks. And during said agreement, the index of decay at the time was, well, poisoned during said talks. And it ignited a very, very bloody battle between everyone present, as well. We were all very close to Eloise. Especially among the Cult of Decay, we all have, most of us have this empathic bond with each other. We're very close. We can feel when each other are hurt, as long as we don't lock out. And we felt Eloise, the poison take hold in her system and her die whenever we were there trying to seek peace, and, well, it was from a cup that was given to us by Noctum. So, naturally, the peace talks were very suddenly off as we all fought and killed each other.
A lot of people died that day. A lot of our family met final death that day. You have to understand. This was at a time when reconstitution was not possible for anyone on either side.
A lot of death on all sides. And it was after sort of the smoke cleared, I suppose you could say, and we saw, well, there was some time of licking our wounds, but it was obvious during that battle, leadership of theirs died, leadership of ours died, friends and family on all sides died. And although in some ways it was unthinkable to have a ceasefire at the same time, it was, well, what else were we going to do at that point? Now, well, I admit I've always held some amount of deep hatred that Noctum would take the opportunity of a ceasefire talk to poison one of our own, but I don't know. I admit with certain revelations about Sterling, I start to wonder if perhaps that too was a part of it.
Yes.
I have no evidence one way or the other, but just the knowledge that there is a third party who could have been stoking this war. I think back and I wonder what actions that they accused us of were them, what actions that we accused them of were them. It's gotten far more messy than it used to be in my mind.
Yes. We've not claimed to be saints in this war. It's gotten very ugly over the years. For both of us.
But there is a certain amount of ugliness where it is always perceived to be in response to the ugliness of the other.
And that's where I'm starting to wonder.
It's war. There is no good, bad. Both sides are in the wrong for fighting at all at this point.
Truthfully, it's going to be a mess trying to get it to calm down if you want to do it without bloodshed. It's going to
Yes.
suck whoever tries to take the first step to do that.
True.
I
Oh,
know.
I mean, silencing the dogs of war who keep braying for blood. Sitting here may be willing to talk, but the most, let us say, enthusiastic of our factions, I do not see them stopping anytime soon. And one way or another, they need to be calmed.
I think that is a wrong...
She has raised her hand. Sorry, I interrupted.
Thank you. No, it's fine, thank you. I want to real quick oppose to the phrasing of cold, but go ahead, Passapair.
I have literally just come from talks with Eleanor, and she has said herself she wants peace talks to happen, but people need to stop attacking the rifts. Or it's not going to happen.
Yes, that's what I was saying, is I think that's our first step to doing so.
We'll be writing to you, Dora, soon.
Well,
Seems like the first step is taken.
in that case, we can see what we can do with regards to writing a missive on the matter.
Yes, we will confer.
That's something that I can discuss with Eleanor on the subject of if you all keep yours and, you know, those affiliated with you outside of the rifts, as long as we're working towards peace talks, then those within our ranks are strictly to stay within Mortium if violence is to occur. Now, don't get me wrong, if one of yours attacks ours out on the street, then defense, just as we would expect yours to defend themselves.
Of course.
But
Of course.
if they're found in Mortium, it hurts. Not just, oh, that is that one lone soldier deciding to do something stupid. No, it affects all of them. It affects all of you. Just like it affects all of us if we go about trying to kill you all at the Rot Home.
Yes, we're quite aware. Gobrax and his friends appearing at our doorstep when we were trying to have an informational gathering was not pleasant. Now, this naturally goes both ways. If we are to ask our own to be mindful to stay out of what you have claimed as your territory, then that must be extended to us in turn. Dorian and I will confer on the matter as to how we want to move forward from here. If it is something we decide, and given that it does seem like it would be beneficial, we may choose to put something of the matter on the Waygates. But again, we will confer on the matter before making decisions.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it will need to be a discussion amongst the leadership of, well, the various cults of Axiom that are alive within these lands.
I would imagine you wouldn't be opposed to this thought, but I can suggest to Eleanor that if you are all taking that into consideration, that we take it into consideration that if yours are found in Mortium, if they are brought to their knees, that they're allowed to be picked up by someone, but that they will be reported to you all.
And that would be appreciated as, to my knowledge at this time, we are not seeking to, I believe it is some of our own seeking resources more than anything else.
Yes, yes.
We have gone against the idea of bloodshed at this point. So if anyone finds themselves desperate for such, and they choose to go against our orders, we would appreciate both being reported who it is, and also if they are given a chance of being shown mercy in their own regard.
Yes.
Perhaps.
From what Yasad wrote me, they did not throat rip any of yours. There was no throats torn on the side of Noctum as a result
Wait a
of...
moment. What about Jezebel? I heard that her throat was ripped on the patrol.
I have no knowledge of what has happened or not happened to Jezebel. What I do know is that Yasad, who did recently go into Mortium, has confirmed via letter that he and his compatriots ripped no throats.
I believe that is correct. I asked Jezebel myself if we lost any and who on Axiom's side was lost. Had their throats ripped at least. Perhaps it's even beneficial that to ensure that this is a sense of giving trust, an olive branch and the such, right? Perhaps even saying if they do show up in Mortium for one reason or another, if they come without hoods, there is more mercy that will be shown. If they come in hooded and start running around, that causes problems, yeah. If it's trying to gather resources and owning up to what you've done, perhaps it doesn't even need to turn into a fight. Just a warning, escorted out, told not to come back. It allows us to get names to give you. It also allows us to have a chance to... Well, it doesn't raise our hackles as much if somebody's not wearing a hood.
I would need confirmation of this from Eleanor before I make that a order to any of our own, but it is something that I will certainly keep into consideration.
If Eleanor wishes to back up your words with the authority of a regional director, then that will do a lot for giving us the confidence to make this decision.
I can definitely speak on, on such to her. There is quite a few talks that her and I have had about many things, and while I can't promise my word will be heard, as there is a lot of other soldiers that are speaking into her ear just as I am, for their own thoughts, feelings about the war, at least I can make sure that it's clear that this was discussed, and it is up to her how she chooses to deal with it.
Alright, that would be sincerely appreciated. After all, these conversations such as these are truly the first step.
But that is my sense of opinion as to how this can be at least a step towards resolved peacefully.
May I ask something that I am almost sure that'll come to fruition if there is peace talks?
Ask.
What would you like to ask?
Well, according to what I've been told from the side of Noctum, apparently it was Dr. Scarina's idea to execute the prisoners.
It was not.
Then may I ask whose idea was it?
Heveki's. It was his final order. He...
I'm not surprised.
Look, here's the thing you have to understand about Heveki, that he was a man who did not wish to be mourned. He was a man without humanity. He was efficient, brutal. He was, in no uncertain terms, a slaver. He saw the prisoners as resources, like cattle to be locked in cages and herded around. I know that you saw the condition in which they were kept. That was not new to Heveki. Heinrich, I know that you had the very unfortunate experience of receiving firsthand his treatment of those who he deems beneath him.
Indeed.
Heveki, in that moment, saw the way that the fight was going and did not want to allow what he deemed to be his resources to fall into, in his eyes, enemy hands.
So if Noctum is looking for justice against the one who made such an order. They have already, well, met final death.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
problem
I
is
heard
that
that
we
Thane and Havoc killed each other in battle.
No, they didn't actually. It was that ridiculous siege beast that he had been trying to whip into submission for years now, broke out of its cage and crushed them both into nothing more than a smear on the ground.
Oh, so that makes sense. That's why it was that thing in there with both.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that if there continues to be an eye for an eye, then this war will never end.
We'll all end up blind. Except Pasithea, she's already blind.
I sent a missive to Eleanor saying that if she wishes to speak to me sometime soon on the subjects that we discussed here, I can do so. Obviously, I cannot promise anything. And just like you, we have many people that are a part of this war, and just because those up above are making decisions does not mean that those following are always keen on looking past bloodshed and revenge.
I know. I have personally tried to make every effort to look past those who have harmed me directly. For instance, Heinrich, Velos, and others who I have fought against on the battlefield, but we try to welcome you into our home. We act with kindness. I invite you to my medical class. I share my research as if you were any other. I make this choice because I, truthfully, am tired of it. I have lost too many family. Within the last cycle, I have lost more. I'm of the belief that we can be better than this. Things have been ugly for a long time. I won't discount that. I won't deny it. But it is my hope that things can be better. That by trying even when logic dictates against it, that things might be better. And that, as you told me, Heinrich, you don't want to see any more of your family die. I don't want to lose any more of mine.
Indeed. And if I may add something to the conversation, the topic of resource need came up. And if resource need is so dire, then why not open the chance for trade?
I highly doubt Malcolm would be able to, well, willing to trade with us if they are very unwilling to entertain ceasefire talks at this current time.
Yes, but just like a first step in not having people come into Mortium, giving them the option to reach out and discuss trade instead of coming into Mortium would be beneficial. Even if it's not the heads, perhaps it is also up to the soldiers if we wish to share our resources with you.
I see.
I have Stygia that I can share. If it means that it's saving somebody else's life and it's taking a war out of Mortium, that we're not going to all have to go hunt down those and your sigils and your cult. If that means that I share a bit of my Stygia here and there and I'm keeping the peace, then I mean, I wouldn't hate the idea. And there's some, like Velos was talking, yeah? He's tired of the bloodshed. Perhaps he would be somebody that
There's
wishes
someone
to
knocking on the door. Thank you.
There
share.
shouldn't be, because there's open doors everywhere.
Make it a conversation with those within Noctum, not just Noctum directly.
Yeah, the soldiers are also part of the game. If no one wants to fight for Nocturne because suddenly they act like the bad guys, then you're just as likely to, find peace. But as I've said, I would be willing to trade Stygia for Scorchstone, which is hard to get in large quantities. And I think it would be a PC solution, an easy and peaceful solution. We both get to win what we need.
If you level the playing field where both sides have the same amount of resources and power, it levels it. You know? There's not this, how do I put it? Unsatisfying sense of those that are like the bloodshed, they like a bit of a challenge, yes? They enjoy a good fight rather than just trampling over someone. Don't get me wrong, Valeria is a good example as to somebody that does not mind and will continue the bloodshed with Korsakan. That I was a witness to. I could see that Korsakan was not trying to fight, he simply allowed it to happen because Valeria continued to do so. It was something that I myself wanted to peacefully resolve and just escort Wilhelmina and him both to Wilhelmina's things and then escort them back out. There are some that are never going to change, yes? Simple as that, because that is who they are at their true being, regardless of what faction they belong to. However, there are some that are very much the opposite. There are some that wish to be friendly, there's some that wish to find a way to be at peace, and there's some that, you know, perhaps want a challenge where if they get beat, they will relent rather than continue. A show of dominance, if you will.
Well, it will be something that I will discuss with the others amongst leadership, and I will also make a note that the potential for a show of goodwill and showing that Stygia is available to those who are in need of it. I'll make mention of.
It may not be in great amounts, just to be clear. It may not be something that we need a large amount of, because there are things that we have to do to get that Stygia ourselves.
Yeah.
Like patrolling the rifts. That is something that we do that we get paid for.
Yeah. Wait,
there
you
is
do?
then what
happened paid for?
You have to talk to the people that are paying you to know that you did the work.
We get stuff shards regularly from Nocturne.
Yeah. That said, we do. I mean, that is why you find people always patrolling the rifts, regardless if people are making active assaults on them or not. It is our job. You know, so that is just simply how it. But I do have one question that I would love to have answered, and I'm asking this as somebody that obviously has. How do I put it? Karina, you know.
Hello, hooded individual. Perhaps you would like to readjust your hood a little bit?
Go ahead. Hello, Hannah.
The question I have, do not take offense of this, but it is something I am quite curious of. And I can ask Nock.
Yeah, I will hear you out.
Ask your question.
Is surrender not an option?
Well, we have been told a condition for surrender that is currently not something that is amenable for one reason or another. Perhaps a counteroffer might be made, but as it stands, the current offer is troubling. I will not get into the specifics.
Pasithea heard it. I feel like it's not. I think we might as well share what they requested of me in that moment, Dorian, just so that we can be clear about where the starting point is and where we go from here.
Yeah.
Yes, I will say it's much more useful, because there are things, we are a large legion, right? There are things that we are unaware of happening.
I see. Well, in that case, Pasithea, you were present. Do you wish to give your retelling as a neutral party what the terms that were spoken to Karina were.
Yes, that would be better, as it's not my lips saying it.
It would be the death of either Thanavi or Dorian.
For any faction that is most disagreeable indeed.
Personally, I think if you have to demand death in order to gain peace, it's not actually peace. It'll just breed resentment, and then war will start up once again.
Who was it that offered the surrender? The conditions of it. Ah, that makes more sense. All right. I just talk with Eleanor when I have this discussion with her, and I will see if there's a more pleasant option for both sides. Because I truly don't think that that's something that Eleanor herself is keen on. And they're all a bit different. I mean, they're regional directors. They're not the head honcho above Oliver Doran anyway. And Ulrich, as much as I find him amusing, is quite blood hungry. So let me talk with Eleanor on some of that.
I appreciate it.
But for now, that answered my question. I was honestly surprised that has already come into conversation, as that was not something that has been discussed, I don't think, with most of the Legion.
Yes.
I think higher in the ranks, that would be something you would hear, but I digress.
I encountered Izel and Ulrich and Eleanor and Charybdis at the spa, the other cycle, at which point we exchanged some terse words. I spoke to Izel about core repair. This was the cycle after I had proven success of it on Hannah's core, and Hannah was very thankfully willing to allow an examination of her core. Izel naturally didn't trust me to get anywhere near their core. Can't blame them for that. But they did seem satisfied on the examination. Hannah, we have been discussing that incident at this table.
Yes, we have some things to go back and confer on.
Yes.
I don't want to make any promises at the table and then say, well, you will say that we've gone back on our word. We do need to discuss. I am not the sole decision maker within the Court of Decay, much less the Court of Axe.
We need to confer as to what we do from here, but the suggestion that had been posed was we make both internal and external wording, meaning on the waygates, that our own are not to go into Mortium, and Noctum in turn might, well, they would not menace our members as they traverse about. And so long as we were both willing to adhere to that, there would be a pause on outward violence for the time being. That was the brief of what Valerian had suggested, which personally is amenable, but as to what we as the Cult of Decay and as Cults of Axiom will do is something that we are going to have to confer on.
Yes, I want to preference that I do not speak for Nocturne. I am just close with Eleanor and one of kin, so perhaps my word may hold weight when I bring this to the table for them.
Yes, so you may let Eleanor that we are highly considering it, that we will discuss. No promises were made at the table, but that if word gets posted on the waygates, then that is evidence enough.
Go ahead, Hannah. And what is that?
Yes, I said something similar about the eye for the eye thing is only going to get us to ruin.
Yes, I was talking earlier about because the word, it seems, is that I gave the order to kill some of the prisoners. This was not the case. It was Heveki, his final order. I won't rehash that entire bit, but
If I must take my leave, but if there is anything, Karina, Dorian, that you have questions on, want me to relay to Eleanor when I talk to her, please do let me know. And that goes for all of you. If there's something, well,
alright.
if there's something that I have to go get the door. But if there is something that any of you wish for me to talk to Eleanor about, perhaps in the conversation of a ceasefire, a peace talk, a surrender, anything like that, do let me know, and I will do my best to relay that.
Alright, please do relay what we have already communicated at this moment in time.
Of course.
Thank you.
I shall try to gather what I can about grievances on the side of Noctum.
Yes, but must go now. Do take care, all of you. Stay safe on the road.
Of
You
course.
take care. I apologize for turning this bad time into impromptu discussions on how to potentially find peace in Valdorin, but that is just how it goes sometimes.
That, it does seem to be where everyone's head is at right now.
Do not. It was a pleasure, Lady Hannah. Us doctors must watch out for each other even in the most trying of times.
Of course. Hannah, I'm sorry to hear that things didn't go as well as you'd hoped. We can talk more later if you'd like. Oh, God. He didn't answer my letter either.
Wait, what? Oh.
I'll see if we can reach out to her.
I'll try to send him a letter too. I don't think I'll be much successful, but
I think it might be best if we do not overwhelm him, and currently you are aligned with Malcolm. I think it would be best if one of our own reach out to him given this current situation.
well, Alexei and I have a weird dynamic between us. So he doesn't see me really as an enemy. In fact, he many times had me on my knees and could have ripped my throat, but decided not to.
Alexei
and
is...
sometimes me to my knee. He just left.
Alexei is... He is angry. He was angry earlier, and I tried to get him to calm himself, but it seems that he was not able to temper his rage in the way that I had hoped. I am glad that he didn't rip any throats when he went to Mordium, but...
When I encountered him on the patrol, I told him if he lives peacefully, there is no need for bloodshed. And when I reached out later, he told me that he was fine and that he and Isolde were unharmed. So I'm glad that at least he was okay.
Pardon me, I must respond to the letter of a certain dog who dares her doctors.
Are you taking your leave, Heinrich?
No, I shall return. I just wish to not bother anyone with my potential cursings or ramblings as I pen this letter.
Very well.
Hey.
I hope that we can find a way forward here. As I've said before, Adorn and I will have to discuss what to do from here, but I believe we've sort of We know what we need to know, at least in this regard. I'm glad that in the recent assault on Mortium that they didn't rip any throats. That would have done nothing but make things worse.
Well, I think we have much to confer on, and I don't want to take up further bar time with political talks.
It was nice to meet you.
I'm afraid I
Yes,
don't
it's
know your
nice to-
face, but it is lovely to meet you.
What is your name?
Very
My name
refreshing
is
to be.
Justin Darkwood, alongside
Ah.
Bell. Hello, yes.
Hello, it is a pleasure.
Dr. Karina, Cult of Decay. This is, Dorian.
I can introduce myself, Karina. My
I
name
know.
is Dorian, High Priest of the Cult of Decay.
Oh, wonderful to meet you too.
Can I just a short?
Hello.
Perhaps is also gonna go a long way, not just with like knocked up heads, but with the soldier. Making it clear that neutral ground places such as this bar or other bars that are neutral, and whether the people inside them are affiliated or not, the place stays neutral. Making sure that's clear that no actions will be taken on those neutral grounds. And it will within their own ranks if it is.
I believe we've already clarified that, but we can include it in. If we make a posting, we can include it. We are not the only ones who have
No, and I don't. Yeah, let me put it this way: I understand that. It was just something I heard just now when I walked outside. One of the Nocturne members wanted to come procure blood, and heard that you all are in here, and did not even trust my word that this place was protected from neutrally, as one of my conditions from Noctum is this place stayed neutral. And if at any point it became not neutral because of something happening on these grounds that was incited by somebody trying to... If the cult came knocking on the door and started a fight here, or Noctum itself came on this property and started a fight here, that Noctum would deal with it. If they do not even feel safe knowing that information, it may go a long way making it very clear that you're going to uphold that rule on neutral ground spot.
Understood.
Well, I have...
Are they still here, by any chance?
Oh, no, they were very quick about leaving. They do not, sadly, trust you to not rip their throat even on this ground. Even though I made it very clear.
Dear. I don't think Dorian and I... The only person's throat I've personally ripped is Jezebel's. And that was because of Jezebel's actions to my family and their severity.
I believe Barbados and the Navi were the two that he named specifically, watching Izel get ripped to shreds on neutral ground. However,
I don't think I don't think they ever ripped Izel to shreds on neutral grounds. I'm not...
That said, that is something that is very embedded in their brain currently, that I couldn't even convince them to come inside to grab bottles at the moment. So, just a thought. There may be other people, even within our own troops, that are making yours feel like that. So I'll make sure to talk to Ellen.
The entirety of the Mancini family, as well as Bela, Alifer, and Vitus. Now, Valerian, you already know this story. Because said neutral ground was very much disrespected when I went to visit the bar in southwestern Farbane. You know how that went.
Yes, and I understand that. And that's why I was thinking perhaps that's where you also get favor with neutral parties, though, if we can all come to a common understanding that neutral spots such as this are protected by both sides from leadership's point of view. May go along with those of the ones that are neutral.
I truly.
If I'm not mistaken, such has already been stated by myself upon the waygates.
Yes.
However, there are many who see my words upon the waygates and do not trust them.
And that's why I think do this conversation about the Mortium and stuff, where it's agreed upon on both sides. Perhaps I'll suggest to Eleanor when that waygate goes up, then a waygate from Noctum is given in return from both higher ups. That way it's clear that both sides agree to those terms. That it's read about neutral parties. That way neutral parties also feel safe. Because that is something that I feel is a concern within these lands, that neutral parties no longer feel like they're...
Yes. Ishra's waygate was twisted.
Yes, Ishra did not have a way with words, that's just...
Ishra has a way. Ishra
has a way with words that is
blunt.
highly aligned with their specific aspects that they are embodying under Axiom.
Yes. Ishra... Goodness. Ishra made that posting about there are no neutral parties when he was speaking specifically about on the battlefield. There's not a place to be on the fence when we're on the battlefield at war. But that has been taken to mean that there are no neutral parties ever, which is not what we believe. That's very firmly not what we believe.
Actively on the battlefield is what it was meant.
Yes.
And that is... not taken.
Hi, Henrik.
I don't necessarily blame people for not taking it that way. It's why I tried to put a clarification post up, but as I have heard from others, too little too late, the cat's out of the bag, that sort of thing.
Yes. But that was just the thought. Adding something to that perhaps may also assist in all forms of everybody.
As you wish.
But that's all I wanted to share. I don't want to continue to bother you all if you're trying to have other conversations. I know you were trying to go to a new person, but I just wanted to make sure that was shared since it's something that literally just happened while I was downstairs.
I thank you for letting us know. It's not our intention to make people feel unsafe, and frankly, I don't believe any member of our cult has ever attacked someone on neutral ground. The situation with Izel was, I believe, on the road in Gloomrot.
That makes more sense. And that's fair. But that said, I'm gonna go now, actually, hopefully, if I don't get caught outside again. But do take care, you all. Enjoy your time. Feel free to use the macabre to your liking while you're kindly no murder on ground, though.
Alright. Hannah, I would like to speak later if you're amenable to it.
I admit I am... We have much to confer on. I have introduced myself to the person I have never met before.
Oh, yes.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, Justin Darkwood.
Hi, hello, yes. A question, do you have by any chance any diamonds as part of the Code of Decay?
Well, we did...
Diamonds?
We did almost have one, but I haven't seen her in a while.
I believe she has been in Montauk. I do believe, also, I do believe we might have a Damon who is a member as well. We welcome Damon to the Cult of Decay.
Yes. Daemons are creatures of magic. They exist. Yes.
Truthfully, all peoples are welcome under Axiom. It is not in any way, shape, or form restrictive to anyone.
Makes sense, yeah. I would honestly love to chat more in general. I'm trying to stay neutral in the entire conflict, but it seems that peace is upon us, so that's should be easier.
It's the hope, is that we'll be able to make this work.
Well, I like to stay optimistic.
Yes, optimism is a wonderful thing to hold as long as you are also putting in the work to make that optimistic view a reality.
Quite so.
Indeed.
The optimism hat.
Well, as mentioned, we have much to confer
Yes,
on,
we need to go
so
talk so that we can
because-
stop, we can actually come to a decision on this and move forward.
See you.
Take care.
Yes.
See ya.
Please, be well.
If there's anything I can do.
Thank you.
Come near.
Alright, well, I'd say that was productive. Now we need to talk.
I was not intending for this to be a productive meeting. I was mostly just intending for it to be a, I suppose a bit of frivolity and spending some time with people. And it started as that, but of course all things drift to business, I suppose.
I still think it was... Oh dear, get me away from him. I think it was better than most of the other business meetings that tend to happen. Because I do feel like it is progress, Dorian.
Indeed.
And with Yasad and Alexei and my sireling's actions, it's clearly on everyone's mind.
Who are you? Twist of fate?
Alright, I can talk, but I need to tend to spirits for a... maybe 5 ticks?
Well, how I feel about it is fairly simple. I am highly interested in just doing such, making such an order. The thing is, I am not the sole decision maker. I can potentially make a temporary request while the indexes discuss in order to allow us time to discuss without the situation changing drastically from where we are right now.
Yes, Lady Thanavi already sort of made that, so it would be good to underscore it.
Yes, so I will send an additional note out to everyone saying that I engaged in productive conversations, yada yada yada. And then the indexes will discuss and we'll see if
I'll have a seat.
Ishra agrees or if, well, what happens from there.
Alright. I'm going to tend to my spirits now. I'll be able to speak further in a few ticks.